Okay. Hey, everybody. Hello. Hey, Miss Regina. No, no, no. That ain't Miss Regina. Hey, Self Love. How you doing? Hold on a second. Let me turn off the music. Hold on a second. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Clarine Boo. You sitting there? What you? Oh, you don't made it back to school now. It look like it's gonna rain, girl. Hey, you guys. How you doing? Welcome, ladies. Welcome. Let me see what about on that. Okay, I'm good. Hey, everybody. Uh, y'all, I'm gonna why I got this here. I think I've got like about 3 more minutes. Come on, thing. 3 more minutes in here. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Name it, y'all. Coming all apart. Okay. Okay. Uh, taking in a hot gallon of water and clean the. Oh, you clean the. Oh, you took in a gallon of hot water cleaning the bus floor. Okay. This is our last day. This is this is how y'all last day. Y'all off for the next 2 days. What, Thursday and Friday? Ain't it some kind of presidential day or some kind of day that's coming up soon? No, that usually take place on a Monday, right? I need to get me a bottle. Go and get me a bottle of water. How y'all doing today? Welcome, welcome everybody. Y'all, you know what? I want to this ain't what I but what this live about. But I still got 2 minutes before I even get started. Um, y'all, Diddy finally got something that he want for fall break. Oh, y'all get a fall break, okay? Oh, okay. I didn't know there was such thing as that, but okay, I know about spring and summer, Christmas break. Okay. Um, that's in Florida. Okay. Um, y'all, just excuse my background. Y'all know I'm gonna fix it up. I'm working on it. Columbus Day. Okay, it's coming. Okay, Columbus Day is coming up. Yeah, okay. I know one of them. I don't know why it should be a Columbus Day. He ain't discovered nothing. America always been here. But anyway, that's the story that they try to tell us when we was kids and when we was in school. How famous that the white folks were. Mm-mm. But they ain't discovered nothing. Mm-mm. It always was on the hand of a black man because America always been here. Okay. Also too, y'all Diddy finally got something that he wanted. They said, "Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, it's new, okay." Diddy, they said, yeah, they'll let Diddy go over there by New Jersey, somewhere over there by Fort Dixon. He said it'll be closer with his kids and a whole lot of stuff. And now, shout out to Diddy. Diddy, things are starting to look like it's in your hand. Okay, but anyway, but they still are doing paperwork, still trying to get it together with old Diddy boy. Meanwhile, y'all, This here young lady, Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk, the one that got basic. I was doing a deep dive on her, and I'm still working on it. I did find out some information that Charlie Kirk parents did not care for her. Mm-mm. Okay, he is from that area, so I can see it. Okay. Yeah, okay, you can see it. Yeah. He didn't want to go too far, but don't worry about it. It's all the same in all prison. Because if you had any money, you would go to a basic, like to one of them prison resorts where they were playing golf, tennis, and everything, and they not surrounded around no barbed wires. But anyway, and then some of the resort have the wife and stay there with you. But anyway, and help you do your time. But anyway, we gonna go on. Okay, I heard that Trump is going to help get Diddy out. Um, he supposed to be looking into it because that no longer that Friday, as that the judge was giving him 50 months. They still had another lawyer to run down to get on the phone and say, "Oh, we need Trump. Please get Trump here. We need to talk to President Trump for him to pardon Diddy." So they was working all that. One was listening, two on were trying to get Trump on the phone. So anyway, um, I still see that it's a surprise me that he do it just now. If he do it later, okay, but not just now because that is Trump boy, the one that sentenced Diddy. It also too, well, Trump boy basically did in fact on the prostitute, not the prostitute, the what is it, not the prostitute, that was y'all know what I'm trying to say. It'll come back to me in a little bit how to pronounce it right. Anyway, those was his two boys, but Trump put there the prosecutor. Yeah, that's right. There you go. That's how I say it. Okay. So there's a lot more that's going on in the world right now. Did in fact with Diddy boy. Uh Things don't happen to shift that we got other things facing that's more important. And it ain't dealing fact with the color of a person's skin. It just dealing fact with what's right and what's wrong. Hey, Miss Gerald, welcome everybody. Please, while you in here, y'all, it's for somehow or another that I hear that they got me on the Dovin Milton 2605. Anyway, it's still Dovin Milton 3. Okay. With Diddy, about time I think so that Trump is talking to his buddy, the judge. And right now, it's something that's going to be in the working, but also too, it is going to cost Diddy a price. Yes, he going to be more out of that. What that was, 55 million or 50 million dollars. He going to be more out of that. Okay, he going to be more out of that. If Trump pardon him, it's going to be a price and a figure, a number on his head. Okay, because guess what? He is like how he say he trying to build. Oh, here go this allergy. He trying to build this here big beautiful ballroom, whatever that he building, and so he got to get the money from somewhere. Okay, because he definitely not gonna come in his pocket, nor even the money that he said. Remember the first time that when Trump went ran. He said that he didn't need the money. Y'all don't have to pay him, just donate it. So anyway, it gonna come with a price with Diddy here. And I'm gonna tell you, just with this here price here. The price is that for him to go against black people, not only with money and against black people. And he gonna have to get out there in front and say how he feel. Why should the next president trying to flip the coin? Why the next president should be, let's say Trump. Trump trying to mess with everybody's blood pressure that he gonna run again, and so in fact with Trump, whoever the Republican Party is, it's a price to pay. Then whenever that the Republican Party, if they happen to get it in 2028, guess what they is? They gonna set his ass up, do a damn OJ on his ass. Oh yes, they gonna do an OJ on his ass. Cause guess what? One thing about it, Trump is the type of person that he don't care if he get blood. You can give him your one of your kidneys and your liver and everything. He's still gonna have that grudge against you. And you know what, Diddy? For what you did, what you said about Trump, sometimes you should keep your damn mouth closed. You should have kept your mouth closed. Because guess what? You'll never have more money than he have. Okay? You'll never be bigger than the damn man. When they took the damn man, what I mean by the man, it's the white man, took the man to basically give you your first identify in the music industry, something identify with Clyde Davis and all this type of stuff. It wasn't eye color, wasn't it? You had to go to the white man. Diddy, it gonna come with a price with Diddy. And the price is gonna be turn against black people, get out there in the front and let him dance and flip like a puppet on the screen, and like how the monkey that a lot of them say that we are. Which that it ain't none of us don't have no kind of animal in us. Now, that is the price that he gonna pay. It gonna be, and then when he do get out, if Trump got something to do it, before he even make a stop at home, his kids better be in the car with him when they going to pick daddy up. Because guess what? His first meeting is gonna be is sitting out there looking at Trump. First meeting is gonna be looking at Trump. It's not gonna be no free. It's not gonna be that Trump, oh, pardon me, to get me. If he do it, it's gonna come with a price. And the price is for you to stand up against your black people. And all the words that you had don't say it. Oh God. All the words that what you had don't say it. Then the fact that Trump wants us to fight against one another and all this here type of stuff here, go against one another, you're gonna have to eat those words. And one thing you're gonna understand is that the fact with Diddy is more us than it is them. And what I mean to say that it's more black people than it is white people. So play with it if you want to. You better sit your ass there in that damn jail and just take it nice and slow. Because if you do the right thing, and then hold on one second, I'm gonna tell you this here too. Did if you do the right thing in that jail, get in there, make yourself busy. But don't go in there and try to teach nobody anything, because that a lot of people say that you'll be out in a year compared to what this here Fort Dixon prison that you want to go to. Did it, the people that's on that list, now hold up, back it up. I gotta correct some people with this here. They saying that with Diddy cannot get in that program because that for violent and some didn't fight with violent and all that, you don't fit for that program. Yes, Diddy does fit for that program. Diddy was not That ain't what Diddy went to prison for. So I think so. That program, what the program that he want to get into, yes, he can get into. Did the gods or whatever they say, he stumped me, he kicked me, he did. It doesn't matter. He wasn't sentenced for that. So I think so that if he get in that program, if Trump don't help him, we say it going to be a price on Diddy's head. It going to be a price. Now let me tell you something. This here, I had told the scooter, y'all, I look at this here like a OJ thing. You remember OJ when they found him quit that didn't fight with Nicole? What happened? It took them what? How long? 13 years later. What did they get him? They got him then. What the judge called him stupid because that what is you may get by, you're not getting away. So dealing back with what did he have done to these underage kids and everything with you, he gonna get by. And he did get by because that he was not put on trial for violent, domestic about no, he wasn't put on there for DV. You know, he wasn't put on trial for that. He on there for the other stuff where they got him with the two charges. They tried five, three, they let him say, okay, in the two that they got him, I think it was the Mann Act. I think that's what it was, the Mann Act. Did he? When did he get out? This y'all gonna see this here. If we live long enough to see this here is gonna repeat itself. Then they gonna have his ass. And I think so. Didn't think we did it with your age, about 56 years old. When they get you, they gonna have your ass for damn good. Now, would I think his mother would be living? Uh-huh. I think his mother would be leaving when he get out this time. But the next time around, but when he do get out, because he gonna pay for it. He's gonna pay for it, and he gonna pay for it as you govern the land. What you do, you got to the land. For you transition on the other side, you got to govern the land. It's rules on the land that got to be by. It will tell you that in the Bible. When did he get out? Yes, I feel that his mother will be living. But when did he get to return back? Or she gonna go back? How much longer? I don't know. But he going to go back. Because he gonna still have this here, I'm gonna get you, sucker. I'm going to get you. When he go back, that's when his mother is not gonna live to see him to on this second part, on this here next life. She ain't gonna see him, but she will see him if he get out between now and the what 50 months, the year and a half or 2 years. She will see him. She'll be still here. She ain't got nowhere to go. Cause guess what? Mama Cone, you still paying. Y'all, one thing you gotta understand is that it doesn't matter. No, if Mama Cone had those 3 brain surgery, one thing you gotta understand about this is there's no sickness goes to heaven. There's no sickness is in heaven. So, other word, with her sickness, that what she gonna do, and so it gonna be right here on earth, cause in heaven there's no sickness in heaven. So all of her brain surgery and her pain surgery, that is here. Okay, y'all, let's get on here. I ain't gonna beat y'all down too much with y'all, but anyway, congratulate Diddy if for you getting to go to Fort Dixon. I think that's what it is. And don't forget, you're gonna have a lot of letters coming to you, fan mail. You're gonna have a lot of that, so there'll be enough to keep you busy. Reading and just and then visiting the area, you have enough to keep you busy. So guess what? You won't have to worry about that. Is somebody gonna get you this way or that way? Keep your damn nose clean, okay? Don't go in there and try to switch and snitch on anybody because they already lining your ass up. Just humble yourself. And anytime when you can feel close to, it's time for you to get close to God right now. It's time for you that he don't spare your life. And you gotta understand, David, how did he spare your life? He spared your life, but don't folks want to give you 11, 12, and 13 years. Some of them were looking like myself and others. Some of them were looking for you to get life. So he did spare your life. He gave you another try. He gave you another try. So let's see if you're gonna be a man of your words, okay? Now, okay, Erica, Erica, the Kirk family, the husband, his family did not come. Dealing in fact with Charlie service. They always had a chip. This is basically what my research and what is all just telling me. They already had a chip on their shoulder dealing back with Erica. Okay, for what it is saying, what is must be this light getting ready. Hold on, I turn the light off. What it is saying, allegedly out on the street, dealing with Charlie Kirk marriage with Erica. Well, put like this, the relationship with Erica. It was a mess. It was just a situation dealing back that was did that what they was doing was did the fact that when the camera was on him. But for what it's saying that she was a nasty so and so. She come from both of them. This here was a set up marriage. This here was a marriage allegedly. Thank you. This here marriage here basically was like a setup marriage. You know, like setting the kids up in what would look good for politics. Okay, that's what basically what how that the streets are saying in on X about what type of marriage that this was. Erica tried to come and try to tell y'all this, that, and the other how it went when he said that, well, I'm gonna marry you. You got to say this. No, no, no. It was all set up. Okay. And too many people saying the same old thing. And then also too, a lot of people had said, and several people in the family said that, where the hell she come from? Wait a minute, we know this is a woman. We know her. And Charlie Kirk knew her too, according to her past life. That's right. Plot. Thank you for helping me out. Yeah, for the public eye, yeah. They didn't know each other. All this is what she tried to say that, oh, I'm taking you out to dinner. I come to you, and the only how that you don't need to work. She said that he met her and said that y'all. I'm sorry, my allergies. I got to go in the room and get. I don't know why. I'd be thinking I don't took everything, don't taking everything I supposed to take, and then I happen to leave something. I told the scooters. I said, scooters. Something about that girl is just not right. Then I told the scooter that when it happened. Something about that she didn't look right. Yesterday, I started really Sunday, and then I get sidetracked and I talk about something else. Now I said that I was going to focus this here whole time dealing back with her. They had several people basic was able to see deep. Not only that, what I had showed y'all yesterday, it was more and more people were able to see, even down to his family. When she came around to be a part of the family, they didn't care for her. None of Charlie's friends didn't care for her, but we had to do this. Hey, this is my brother, man. You know, hey, this is my brother, man. Yeah, we cool. This is what you want. But they always had, because given the fact that with her, where she came from, old kitty cat dog, okay? A kitty cat dog. Uh, they also, too, is coming up with, yes, y'all, X is where it's at. Uh, let's talk about this here. The airplane, the helicopter. The helicopter that was flew in to get Charlie, somehow or another, let me make sure that I'm getting it right. The helicopter, hold on, let me see how I'm doing. Wait a minute, I ain't got this in the right order, but I'm gonna tell you exactly how until it come back to me, how I can remember how it was told. A helicopter pertaining to Charlie. Okay, okay. The helicopter go missing in action in the sky. Only how when a helicopter go missing in the sky, they said is two things. Didn't think with electrical problem or somebody turn it off. And that there for air tra- air traffic controller. With they got that body like that. How? How did how did this here plane go missing? Out of sight and out of mind. Out of sight and out of mind for about 40 minutes. They couldn't find the airplane. They couldn't find it nowhere in sight. All of a sudden it comes back up. Okay. For what is y'all, that's the line people cutting the line out there. For what the folks is saying is that somehow or another it was given the person I had told you guys. Yeah. You have to okay, self-love, okay. I had told y'all something about it. Dealing fact with the cameras. Now the cameras, you guys, now the cameras came up. You remember I was telling y'all yesterday, I said that, wait a minute, if they said that that young man went into that, they said that, I was wondering, how did he get on the roof? They saw him when he jumped down. And they stand there when they go back. Then they said that he went into the closet where there's a ladder where you can get on top of get on top of the roof on the inside the building. All right. Then I said that right there, anywhere there's an entrance to get in and come out, they have to have a camera right here, like how I got one right here, but everything goes to my. I have two of them, one here and one on my bedroom. Everything goes to my phone. Okay, and I said that if somebody in the security got to be sitting there 24 hours, that is a campus. They got kids around there. Somebody got to be sitting there 24 hours. All of a sudden, y'all, Lord knows behold, Toby was right. They happen to came up with another footage of the camera. The kid that who they caught that they died, that his father said that, oh, it was my son, to turn yourself in. And he called the people because he worked for dealing back with the police department, something dealing back with this kid father, uh, uh, besides a pastor in a church. But anyway, this kid father says, you know, called and said that my son did it. All of a sudden, at 8 o'clock in the morning, they saw his son coming to school. His son had on that a maroon shirt, coming to school with a backpack and with shorts on, walking to school. Meanwhile, it shows his son around the campus. The person that was in there in the video, he had on a cap and shade and had on all black. This young man didn't have on no cap. This young man did not say that he did that. This young man did not say that he did that. He just basically just being still and basically like in shock. To me, that shock should have been okay offering him now to go ahead and say that, oh, I did not do that. That's me. Maybe when I go back and do more research, then it probably come and tell me what I want to know. Anyway, dealing back with the young man. The young man, not emos talking, basically in that his father says that look like my son. Son, go and turn yourself in. But all of a sudden, given the fact that with this here firearm that they found, it said that they had the little boy fingerprint on it and the towel and all this type of stuff here. But still yet, it wasn't no bullet. They didn't find what a bullet that came out of this here firearm. Where's the bullet? Only thing that they got is the firearm. Only thing they got is the firearm and saying that did in fact with this here kid fingerprint, towel, print, and the gun and the firearm dropped. Y'all, allegedly in my mind, that kid did not do that. That kid still have not said it. He did it or he did not do it. I said it somehow or another yesterday. This kid don't got crossed up. Y'all, Charlie Kirk was holding a conversation, even 24 hours. Well, I saw him that night. And I was listening to what you talking about, then I just went on. Okay. But Charlie Kirk already had a price on his head. And it didn't fact, he wanted to change over his religion because he was getting too much smoke from another religion. But I'm going to take you through this video and I'm going to let y'all see how we're going to break this thing down. How did I get that right? Oh, hold on a second. Let me go in here. Y'all, let's take a coffee break while I get this here ready. Hold on a second. Okay. 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 Let me try to figure out where I was at. Oh, I don't even know what I don't, y'all. Honey, come on, where am I? Where am I? Where was that? I haven't even. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. No. Hold on a second, girl.
Something breaks. The air hummed like static as thousands packed shoulder to shoulder across the quad, phones raised, voices colliding, streaming every second like it was history unfolding live. It didn't feel like a rally anymore. It felt like a show America couldn't look away from. At the center of it all, Charlie Kirk, confident, composed, his gestures cutting through the noise like a man who owned the stage. His words rolled out smooth, almost rehearsed, like nothing could touch him. And then, crack. A single, sharp sound sliced through the noise. For one frozen heartbeat, nobody moved. Then chaos hit like a wave. Screams, phones dropping, people running in every direction. Charlie staggered, then collapsed as panic swallowed the quad. In seconds, the roar of the crowd turned into a storm of confusion. Live streams caught the terror in real time, shaking cameras, broken voices, disbelief spreading faster than the news itself. What began as a rally had turned into something else entirely, a viral nightmare no one could rewind. And as the nation struggled to understand what just happened, the story began to split. Some called it a tragic accident. Others whispered words like targeted and silenced. But what really defined that moment wasn't the sound of the shot. It was what came after. The noise, the headlines, the endless feeds twisting into theories. Because in modern America, the truth doesn't just break, it fractures.
Authority says something and not prod any further. We can't allow that to happen here. I won't allow that to happen here because this...
Fusion. In the aftermath, the cameras turned toward one face. Erika Kirk. First at the hospital, then at the memorial, she appeared composed, almost unbreakable. Her eyes glistened but never collapsed. Her words were precise, rehearsed, the kind of speech written to hold a crumbling empire together. She thanked first responders, promised to continue her husband's mission, and stood tall beneath the weight of 1,000 lenses. But the internet didn't see strength, it saw performance. The polished tone, the perfect posture, the unshaken voice. For a fleeting moment, people believed the calm. Then the illusion shattered. Because Candace Owens stormed in like lightning before the flowers could even fade. Her face flooded every screen. YouTube, TikTok, podcasts, the endless scroll of X. Her show rocketed up the charts, breathing down the neck of her fallen ally's legacy. Candace doesn't do...
Y'all. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. I didn't even know I still had. Hey, guess what? I didn't even pay no. I'm started talking. I didn't even pay no attention that I still had on the music. Wait a minute. Hold 1 second. Let me go back here. The internet. I was going back to the story that I had, right? That I had 2 stories all lined up. But things are moving so fast that when I go back to get the story, all of a sudden now it don't go further and further down. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me see. Could I bring us just a little bit? Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let's go right back here. Right here. Okay, good.
With
Something terrible had shaken the world, and the air itself felt charged with confusion. In the aftermath, the cameras turned toward one face, Erika Kirk. First at the hospital, then at the memorial, she appeared composed, almost unbreakable. Her eyes glistened but never collapsed.
Okay.
Her words were precise, rehearsed, the kind of speech written to hold a crumbling empire together. She thanked first responders, promised to continue her husband's mission, and stood tall beneath the weight of 1,000 lenses. But the internet didn't see strength, it saw performance. The polished tone, the perfect posture, the unshaken voice. For a fleeting moment, people believed the calm. Then the illusion shattered. Because Candace Owens stormed in like lightning before the flowers could even fade. Her face flooded every screen. YouTube, TikTok, podcasts, the endless scroll of X. Her show rocketed up the charts, breathing down the neck of her fallen ally's legacy. Candace doesn't do quiet mourning. She does confrontation. Within hours, her voice filled millions of earbuds. Not soft, but sharp, deliberate, like a prosecutor in her own digital courtroom.
You're telling me that this kid who's not military...
Meet Squibbler, the AI book writer that transforms your ideas into fully developed chapters. With pre-made templates...
trained. This guy, first of all, how did he get to the roof? How come nobody was looking? How come nobody was like, there's a direct line of sight between where he's sitting and those roofs? You guys didn't check? You don't have a drone? Like, that's insane. So he's on the roof, he shoots, he jumps from the roof, he jumps down.
It's treated as guilt. The narrative had split wide open, and the storm was only beginning. You don't have a drone? You didn't check the rooftops? That's insane. Her voice thundered through the mic, cutting through the digital noise like a blade. Candace wasn't mourning anymore. She was on trial mode. Every sentence hit like cross-examination. So he's on the roof, he fires, he vanishes, and no one saw a thing? Really?
Hey, here you go.
Then came the line that froze the internet. She didn't name names. She didn't have to. Her words, betrayed by the pillow next to him, landed like a whisper that felt louder than any accusation. One sentence, and suddenly millions of viewers filled in the blanks themselves. In a heartbeat, America split into two screens. On one side, Erika, calm, poised, her silence mistaken for strategy. On the other, Candace, volcanic, furious, vowing to expose every hidden truth. What began as commentary had turned into open war.
Right there. Okay, y'all, let me back it up right there. That we gotta look at it like this here. Hold up, let me gotta look at it this here. Candy never did see it for his wife. Okay, Candy knew Charlie's parents, and she felt the wound Jimmy Charlie parents liked it Candy, but not in a marital way, but did the fact that Charlie and Candy was a brother she never had, and did the fact that they was like best of friends. But Candy never did see that dealing fact with Charlie's wife, Erika. Candy never saw it for her. Erika have you know how some of them white girls does it like this here. Farrah Fawcett look like they, so everybody know Farrah Fawcett back into the 70s. This is grand. This is glamorous look about them, and that everybody, and when she comes in the room, heads just face it turns. And when you look at those of you can go back with me, as y'all look at Erika, doesn't Erika remind you a little of Farrah Fawcett? And not only that, and doesn't he remind you, Charlie remind you remind you of Lee Majors? Y'all remember back in the days? That's what they looked to me. But somehow or another, Erika past is well known in the Senate. And what I mean by innocent, being around dirty old men. This is what I want. That's what's the one that I was looking for just a few minutes ago. Being around dirty old men and all this is yes. That's the video that I was looking for to show y'all. Did in fact with her past, but I wanted it more that we all would have sort of again together. That's just what I'm doing. Anyway, her past is she loved money, she loved the politics, and she loved to to be the center of attention when she walks in the room. And Candy knows that about her personality, and his parents knew that about her her personality. And then guess what? She wasn't, even though a church wife, what she wasn't no faithful wife, a faithful wife. Only just in the public eyes where the cameras at and where she with him. But on the other hand, dealing back with the other politician, she was a hot ass. Oh yeah, she was a hot piece. He wasn't the first one that tapped that ass. Okay, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. And that's the video that I was trying to pull up. Hold one second, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, come through, you guys. That's it. Let me pull this here down. Let me see. That's the video. Okay. Okay. And that's why I don't go to church. No. Hypocrite. Remember now, y'all, this ain't about a video, a racist video, a white girl. No, no, no. This is right and wrong. This is about right and wrong. Yes, I really do believe the federal agency had, not the federal agency, but in this politic world, I believe they had something to do with it. No, I don't believe that that little boy did the shooting, but I believe so that little boy knows something. Because that little boy still ain't say that he did it and he did not do it. I think so. He in a situation that he basically like he frozen. And exactly what I just was saying to y'all. I didn't know this guy here. This is video here I ain't never seen before. I didn't know that this guy seen exactly what I was saying. Well, what was the camera? What was the drone? You know, what was all this at? I didn't know this guy was looking what I was seeing. I'm thinking about cameras here. I ain't thinking no drone, but yeah, what was all that? Because what don't make sense is not damn true. Yes, also too. It's a white guy was all choked up and were trying to tell, and you can tell this guy was was crying so bad. He said even every time he think of it, he said that he said that he said he get all shaken up and make him cry all over again, like it's still happening. Charlie Kirk, why you sat right there with your two kids? You ain't feel no kind of way. This guy here can't tell the story right. He telling his truth because he was there. He said that they all fall on the ground. Only thing they heard was one pop, and they think that they were waiting. He said he would listen for a whole lot of pops, for somebody to just come out and just shoot up everybody. But I cannot understand. His wife don't even tell nothing about how that she does. If she grieving, if she a grieving wife, mother, damn man, she a damn good one. Don't forget now. One person said that she only patted her eyes 3 times during the funeral, during the memorial. What was it? But the thing what they had with Trump, all of them was there. Yeah, the memorial. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. 3 times. Let's go on this there. I never seen this video here yet. Wait. Just gonna let y'all, let me tell you something. Oh, Charlie also too told his parents, did not like, allegedly, did not like the way that he was going, dealing with his views, dealing with politics, and they didn't like the way how he was going. And he told his parents basically like, and so just stay out of it. He'll handle himself. That's basically what he was telling his family, stay out of his life, dealing with this politics stuff. And they didn't care for Erika. Hold on a second. Let me go back over here. See, let me take this. Come on, child, let's go.
Not just between two women, but between two versions of reality. Candace had her own history to settle. Once a rising star, then cast out for being too raw, her exile still burned beneath every word. And now she was back, louder, sharper, unstoppable. Her new message was simple: the story doesn't add up. No clear footage, no verified angle. Timelines that didn't align. Witness accounts clashing with official statements. She questioned the investigation itself. Not with evidence, but with doubt. The most powerful weapon in the digital age. And people listened. Because in today's world, truth isn't what's proven, it's what trends. Candace knew that. She didn't need to solve the mystery, she only needed to keep it alive. And as her words spread across screens, the line between journalism and theater began to blur. The tragedy was no longer about what happened on that stage, it was about what the world chose to believe. Just like she said, when people argue online, it's never chaos by accident. It's the plan. And in this story, doubt was the fuel. Candace didn't need proof. She never has. She built her empire on unanswered questions, on the tension between what's said and what's hidden. She threw puzzle pieces into the crowd and dared her audience to finish the picture. Every gap in the timeline became a spark. Every rumor became oxygen. She wasn't just mourning, she was mobilizing. To her, emotion was strategy, and outrage was currency. Her followers didn't want closure, they wanted conflict, and that's exactly what she gave them. Meanwhile, Charlie's old podcast exploded overnight. What had once been his platform turned into a digital shrine, climbing to #1 within hours. Familiar names, the heavyweights of conservative media, filled his seat one after another, swearing to carry the mission forward. Their tributes were polished, controlled, almost ceremonial.
Like, the more they keep looking into it, the more they're like, this doesn't feel like a real... It feels super fabricated.
But here's the thing, just like I was talking about when people are arguing on social media, it's all part of the...
Someone close to him knows more than they're admitting.
Okay,
This is
let
an
me say
unfinished
this.
film, so you can take the story wherever you like.
Next time
You
we
can
hear
like
this
take a
here.
screenshot, maybe do some Photoshop.
She never said who.
This one thing that we did find out, we didn't hear anything else. Yes, it do be a plan when they get on social media, and the B sector is full of a whole lot of plays. At least we hear the experts, the ones that got all the views and spotlight. Yeah, what they say, it always be a plan. And the B sector is always on a plan and with a play. So with the arguing, this and that, it's all into it. Hold on a second. Let me see what else. I don't know. I don't want to stick too much on here because I'm still looking about this other. Let me look on my phone. I think I probably saw it on my phone. Let me go right here. Okay, girl.
She didn't need to. The mystery did the work for her. While others built speeches about legacy, she built momentum. And the internet couldn't look away. Because in a world ruled by algorithms, calm doesn't trend. Conflict does. Candace knew the game. She had once been part of the same movement, wearing the same badge, walking the same stages. But now she was the outsider, unfiltered and unrestrained, watching from the edges and setting the whole stage on fire. I want to be very clear, she said, voice steady but shaking at the edges. I know that in his final...
Well, y'all, just let me tell you this here. You know that Erika was in Trump pageant. Yeah, she was into Trump pageant. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go.
Final days, Charlie was fighting for control of his own life. Candace's words weren't just claims. They were challenges. She wasn't whispering into the void anymore. She was broadcasting to millions. A woman rebuilt from exile, now armed with nothing but conviction and a microphone that refused to go quiet. She didn't stop at questioning the case. She questioned everyone: investigators, podcasters, news outlets, even the way the story was told. Her tone wasn't sorrow, it was fire. Every sentence hit like a spark in a dry field. But then came her most explosive moment yet. She claimed Charlie had been pressured by powerful figures, vague, shadowy forces she never named outright, just hinted at. Her audience filled in the blanks for her. And that was the genius, or the danger, of it all. She didn't need to prove anything. She only needed to make you wonder. Screens lit up with reactions. Some called her brave. Others called her reckless. And the louder the denials came, the more people leaned in, convinced there was more beneath the surface. Because in the age of algorithms, the louder the silence, the deeper the suspicion. It didn't help that old tensions between Candace and Charlie were already public. Former insiders spoke of a quiet split, respect on the outside, resentment beneath. They called it the silent break. Now that silence had turned into war.
And he was publicly executed. I want to make that clear. Charlie Kirk was publicly executed before the world. And as we are all searching for answers, the ones that are being supplied to us are not making a lot of sense. And some people, I would say, are speaking too much, are speaking on behalf of other people.
They felt it. One anchor called it the most consequential act of grace.
If you live in a North Carolina zip.
Hold on a second. Let me try to find this here short real quick, you guys. Let me find this here short that I'm looking at right now. Oh. Now, wait a minute.
And touch the sound of silence.
I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to get something right here. Y'all, let's look at this here for a second here. Okay. Let me run out there. Okay, let's go right here.
Okay, you're saying something that's actually factually inaccurate,
right,
according to the narrative. Now, let's be real clear. I don't necessarily think they know what's going on yet. There's a lot of weird going on with Whirly.
I almost texted you when the Charlie Kirk thing happened because my antennas went up about, they showed the photo of that kid, or the guy that they have, the 22-year-old, whatever. And I was almost going to be like, dude.
This kid had a rifle with a scope. Now, here's where it gets weird. The first images of this rifle with a scope, I swear to God, it looks like he has a composite stock on it. Like it looks like a modern 30-06 rifle.
In a shocking twist, Joe Rogan has publicly expressed doubts about the official story surrounding the Charlie Kirk incident. On his podcast, Rogan admitted that he didn't buy the official story that was out there. He even went as far as to say that there's a lot of weird SHT going on. To add to the drama, Joe highlighted a number of unsettling details that were just not adding up, including the presence of a suspicious decoy suspect allegedly tied to other criminal cases. According to Rogan, these inconsistencies raise serious questions about the events and individuals involved, from the capabilities of the alleged shooter to the narrative surrounding the weapon used. Adding fuel to the fire, new rumors have begun circulating about possible involvement from people close to Kirk, including whispers about his wife's potential connection to the unfolding drama. Guys, you'd better buckle up because the drama I'm about to spill for you is insane.
First of all, there was that one guy who was the decoy.
Want to start a podcast, but not sure how? Riverside has got you covered. First, go to riverside.fm and open an account. When you're ready to record, just hit record to capture high-quality audio and video.
All right, so you got this guy who's an older guy who starts yelling out. Didn't he take his pants down? He took his pants down? This guy was at 9/11. He was at the Boston bombings.
All the hits.
He called in a fake bomb at another place. And then he did this at this thing. Right after, so somehow or another, this guy has the state of mind that the moment someone gets shot, he yells out and says, I did it, and takes his pants down or something like that. I don't know exactly what he did. Then, ready for this? He gets arrested for child porn right away.
right after this happened?
Oh, right away. He's in jail for child porn. Why is that? Well, now you can't interview him.
The recent shooting of Charlie Kirk has sparked widespread debate, with shocking details continuing to emerge in the aftermath. Kirk was shot on September 10, 2025, during a student Q&A at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah, and tragically passed away shortly after from his wounds. Following a 33-hour manhunt, police arrested Tyler Robinson, 22, who now faces multiple charges, including aggravated murder and discharging a firearm causing serious injury. While the case seemed straightforward at first, public discourse shifted when Joe Rogan weighed in on his podcast. Rogan suggested that the official story may not fully align with the facts, hinting at inconsistencies in the investigation. I don't necessarily think they know what's going on yet. There's a lot of weird ST going on, Rogan said, immediately igniting a wave of speculation online. One of the odd details Rogan highlighted was the mention of a decoy suspect, allegedly tied to other criminal cases. According to him, this raised red flags about the credibility of the investigation. Rogan also expressed skepticism over the weapon involved. You see, reports claim Robinson used a restored World War I era rifle, a detail Rogan found implausible. He questioned how such an outdated, dismantled, and reconstructed firearm could have been the weapon in such a precise and deadly attack. Frustrated by the inconsistencies, Rogan even joked that he wished he could investigate the case himself, further hinting that there might be a cover-up involved.
The narrative is that this is his grandfather's rifle from World War I and doesn't have a serial code. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Why? Wait. Why are you using such an old gun? That's the other thing. They said that he took it apart and then put it back together again. Shut the fuck up. Do you know how much time it would take to do that if you were highly skilled?
Now, Joe Rogan isn't the only high-profile figure questioning the official narrative surrounding the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Candace Owens has now stepped forward with her own bombshell claims, alleging that the public has been misled from the start. Owens, who had teased over the weekend that she had received new information on the case, said she now believes Tyler Robinson was framed. According to Candace, everything the agencies have told us about the Charlie Kirk assassination was a lie, she declared, further inflaming speculation online. According to Owens, as she dug deeper into the case, the name of a politician surfaced, implying the shooting could have been tied to something much bigger. She also disputed law enforcement's narrative that Robinson was calling it another falsehood meant to manipulate the public. Owens pointed to several details she claims don't add up. She questioned how Robinson was willing to turn himself in but never confessed to the shooting. Bullet carvings. Robinson, she said, appeared bewildered when told about the alleged carvings on the bullets. Gun ownership. While the gun reportedly belonged to Robinson, Owens noted that he's not a gun enthusiast, casting doubt on the state's narrative. Text message oddities. Candace even went so far as to claim that the messages attributed to Robinson didn't sound like him, noting he doesn't use words like vehicle, a term found in the supposed texts. Owens also shared that Tyler Robinson's father does not believe his son committed the crime, contrary to the widespread claim that he convinced Tyler to turn himself in. Instead, Candace says a family friend informed the Robinson family that Tyler had been named as the shooter, a heads up rather than a confession. Adding fuel to the fire, Owens reminded her audience that just a week before his death, Charlie...
Hold up 1 second. Woo! That's a little too much right there. Let's go back there. What I was told that the father, hold on 1 second. The father told him to turn himself in. As my understanding of that, the father looked at the pictures and say, "Yes, son, that's you." But come to find out, come listen to this. Remember, I ain't never seen, I ain't never seen this of him before. I wanted to show y'all something else, but it was on a short. And on this here short, it was breaking you down more, going deeper than we went yesterday, did in fact with on Erika. All right. I had told you guys, I had forgot about to mention y'all that she was in the Trump pageant. She always like to be stuck up on the man because that they give her, that tell her, in one of the videos, the shorts I'm looking at, that she looked like Farrah Fawcett. And you know how we know her, and we know how we know about Farrah Fawcett about with the men folks. Okay. So anyway, let's go back here. This here title, this here video here, I don't know who, I didn't pay too much video who was the content creator was doing this here, but I am going to tell you this much here. Joe has said, even down with this here kid, I don't understand why this kid wasn't screaming and hollering and yelling, I didn't do this, I didn't do this here. You know, a black person would have did that. No, I ain't do that. But this kid did not say he did it or he didn't. I think I'm still yet with this kid. To me, I don't know, but he got a very high GPA. He very, very smart because he got into the college because he was very, very advanced in his in his grade skills, and that's how he got into Utah. But why would a father would take somebody else's word and say that your son, they putting your son name in it, they say that your son did it? What type of father would stand up and say that? Not my son. That don't sound like my son. And also too, again, if you take a rifle apart, yes, it's gonna take time to put it back together. Not cleaning it up, wiping it, make it shine. Let's continue. But just to let you guys know that they have, I don't know, wait a minute, she probably is a witch, but and she, yes. You know what? It's something about that damn girl. It's something about her. But Charlie already knew that they was after him. He knew that they was after him. Not only that, because he wouldn't take I think it was like a $2 million or either a $5 million bribe or something identified with Israel. It's something. It's something in that. I don't know exactly how to say it, but I'm somewhere in the family with a bribe for $2 million, and then it was too much for him. They were putting a lot of pressure on him, and then he said he was gonna change back his religion. He gonna leave y'all alone. Wow, I didn't even know on time when I know that basically when I changed, not so much of basing my religion. I'm still a Christian, but it's just that I know that when you get married, you basically supposed to go according to with your husband. But let's see this here. There's something about that damn gal is not right. I'm telling you right now, Stepler, that gal is not right. Something about it. This girl loved this here politics and all this type of stuff. Something about that girl is not right. Do she have hands in it? I don't know. Was she surprised? No. Did she love him to death do us part? No. But even though that she did the road to death do us part and then he's gone. But no, she was a slut all out the back door. Oh, yes, she was. And she always loved her some Donald Trump. She would go out her way to be somewhere where Donald Trump is for him to see her. She got to come up there from out of nowhere. She got to get a hug of Donald Trump. Let's go.
Kirk had reportedly announced a massive internal audit of Turning Point USA. This audit, she said, targeted a shadowy Doge-type department within the organization tasked with probing where millions of dollars had been going. Candace's allegations, combined with Joe Rogan's skepticism, have sparked a new wave of theories online. On his podcast, Joe Rogan went deeper into the strange details of Charlie Kirk's assassination, zeroing in on the bizarre behavior of a man who acted as a decoy during the chaos. Rogan described this individual as an older man who, immediately after the shooting, began shouting, "I did it! I did it!" while exposing himself to the crowd. The man's disturbing outburst was not only strange, but also deeply suspicious. According to reports, his criminal history included connections to multiple major past tragedies, including 9/11 and the Boston Marathon bombing. While the extent of his involvement in those events remains unclear, the sheer coincidence of his presence at yet another high-profile incident has left many deeply unsettled. Even more alarming is the fact that shortly after the Kirk shooting, this man was arrested on charges of child content possession, effectively silencing him from any meaningful questioning. Rogan highlighted how the timing of the arrest conveniently prevented journalists or investigators from fully probing his actions during the shooting.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Wow.
The whole thing just doesn't sit right, Rogan remarked. The internet community has since begun digging into the man's background, questioning how likely it is that one individual could consistently appear in the shadows of multiple historic tragedies. Was he just a disturbed bystander seeking attention, or could he have been part of a larger scheme designed to mislead investigators and distract the public? This decoy suspect angle has become one of the most chilling elements of the case. To some, it underscores Rogan's point that the official story is full of holes, and to others, it represents yet another unanswered question in a growing list of mysteries surrounding the assassination of Charlie Kirk. As if the case weren't already fraught with enough mystery, rumors have begun to circulate online about Charlie Kirk's wife and her alleged role in the events leading up to his assassination. Following Kirk's death, she assumed the position of CEO of Turning Point USA, prompting even more speculation about her ties to the organization and the powerful political figures connected to it. Several online commentators have claimed that she has a dark past with certain politicians linked to TPUSA, raising questions about whether her sudden rise to leadership was purely circumstantial, as Charlie had previously said he wanted her to become CEO, or was this part of a larger plan? To make things even more suspicious, reports surfaced of an alleged memo signed by Charlie Kirk on September 2nd, just days before his death. In the document, Kirk announced Justin Streif as the new COO of Turning Point USA and tasked him with leading the controversial DOGE initiative, a sweeping internal audit meant to expose inefficiencies, reshape company culture, and track where TPUSA's massive funding was being funneled.
Okay. Now, as you see, I ain't never seen this with him before. As you see that, he said that he was going to make her. All of a sudden, he changed it and made it to someone else. You don't think so? That him and her, for the video that I am looking for, him and her always put that on in the public, but it was I don't know who. I think so. He confided in Candy about that. He didn't know what he got himself into when he got with her. And also, too, if you didn't know, now you know that she put down Candy's name not to be invited. And also, too, the fact that even down to his family wasn't invited, even though, like I was saying, his family did not show up. But no, his family was not invited. Their name was on the list. Candace's name wasn't on it. So Candace said that she just saw it home after she got to taking her kids to breakfast or somewhere. So now I told y'all, I ain't never seen this video here before. I had told y'all, I said something about that damn gal just not right. this girl here now. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, y'all. Let me just move on. Let me get y'all back into it where we left off at. Let's go.
Critics of the official narrative point out that the timing of Kirk's death, so close to this memo, cannot be ignored. If true, the Doge audit had the potential to reveal sensitive financial dealings inside the internal audit meant to expose inefficiencies, reshape company culture, and track where TPUSA's massive funding was being funneled. Critics of the official narrative point out that the timing of Kirk's death, Kirk announced Justin Streif as the new COO of Turning Point USA and tasked him with leading the controversial DOGE initiative, a sweeping internal audit meant to expose inefficiencies, reshape company culture, and track where TPUSA's massive funding was being funneled. Critics of the official narrative point out that the timing of Kirk's death, so close to this memo, cannot be ignored. If true, the Doge audit had the potential to reveal sensitive financial dealings inside the organization, potentially angering high-level donors and political allies who had much to lose. For conspiracy theorists, this memo has become a smoking gun, a symbol of Kirk's possible attempt to wrestle back control of his empire before his life was cut short. Adding fuel to the fire, Candace Owens has repeatedly suggested that Kirk was under intense political and financial pressure in the weeks before his assassination. In one of her most explosive claims, she alleged that billionaire hedge fund manager Bill Ackman threatened Kirk over his positions on Israel and TPUSA's internal direction. According to Owens, Kirk resisted Ackman's alleged demands and refused outside offers of money, only to end up dead soon after. Ackman, however, has vehemently denied the accusations, calling them absurd and defamatory. He insisted he never blackmailed Kirk and said his interactions with the conservative activist were nothing but extremely cordial. Still, Owens's allegations have fueled online speculation that powerful financial interests may have had a hand in silencing Kirk before he could expose something bigger. Now, these unverified claims have fueled conspiracy theories suggesting that she may have known more than she let on about the internal conflicts and alleged audits that were taking place within the organization before Kirk's death. Adding to the controversy were accusations that her emotional display at Charlie's funeral was for show. Clips and photos from the service began circulating on social media, with some users alleging that her tears appeared staged or insincere. While there's no evidence to support these claims, they've been enough to ignite widespread speculation and draw even more attention to her role in the aftermath of Kirk's assassination. For many, these rumors represent the darkest turn yet in a story.
Let's go right here. Y'all, if you have not rolled in a family car before in a funeral, and at a funeral, you have, some of us have rode behind the family car in the carpool as we, going to the church, lining up with the family. Y'all know this is some bullshit, because here you is leaving the funeral. You got time to wave your hand out the damn window? We still at flight. Damn people be still screaming and hollering in the damn funeral car. What kind of mess is this here? I told y'all, and I'm going to say it again, something about that damn girl just not right. I believe so that she had a conversation with Israel, did in fact with Charlie. I feel that she was telling him that okay, I'm not gonna be the he said that, because if he were to put her, you're supposed to stay in your place. If he were to put her as the CEO, what did she do? She got up there 2 days later. They haven't even got that man body here back here yet. 2 days later, she said that I'm the new CEO of the company, because that's what he had told her she was going to be the CEO. But no, then he changed it. He put someone else in it, and it was an attitude since then. I told you, that damn white girl is something else. Yes, I believe that she had some dealing with Israel, and she was gonna, if he were to let her guy, If he worked at if he worked at let her get to be CEO, the shit was gonna flip. Cause guess what? She was in there as was a business deal. She wouldn't stay in her place as wife. If she could not jump on board 2 days later and already said that she the CEO of the company. You see? And that's what she wanted. Because that usually a company like that, usually you work along with the wife work along with the husband, and you still should be, it shouldn't be nobody. Y'all should just be going along with the program until y'all get this thing handled of the dealing fact with his death, honey. You should still be on your knees trying to get his clothes out the house. And so you something, because his smell, the way how he smelled, it will still be around in the house. I don't understand. No, yes, I do damn understand. You didn't damn love Charlie. You were around there. You would do like most of you girls you fuck your way up to the damn top. And while you up there, you do all kind of damn fucked up shit. And destroying damn marriage, all kind of damn paperwork. And that's what you thought that you could have did, young lady. You thought so you could have ran this goddamn country or made sort of kind of damn room for your name to be out in the damn light. Charlie was in the damn way. Charlie was in the way how that you want it to go. That you could did it. You want to sit off this all goddamn shit that it's time for a white woman to run the country. That's what you did, bitch. Yeah, that's what you were headed to, that you was going to run the damn country. But guess what? But you got to take Charlie out. Yes, I do believe that I believe so. She was communicating when Charlie, I told you it was something to do with some money. And Charlie said, you know what, that's okay. I'm going to go back over here. I don't want to be in y'all religion no more. No. I don't want it. Because they had it all. They wanted all tied. If he were to took that money, they would be, it would be like the same thing going to happen to Diddy after Trump get his ass out. It's a business deal. And everything, all tied, is going to go right back to Israel, the way how this man wanted to go. Yes, I do believe she had an attitude. Yes, I think so. He was the type of person that he spoke with authority over his marriage. And I think so that he was Charlie was the type of person will tell it like, hey, I can't be bothered with it. We just went our separate ways and just could have just went on. She did not stand by his side. She wanted to run things because you know why? Because Trump is somewhere in there, somewhere in this circle that Trump plays a part in it. But he gonna stay on the outskirts. And this is Israel. This here girl would jump on any damn dick that it would stand up just for to get her damn way in. This here was what did she call that one? I think it was a business. I think it was like a business deal for that relationship. Again, the parents did not care for her. None of his close ally friends did not care for her. She wanted to do this here. She wanted him out of here. That's why it was so hard for tears to come. That's when when there is guilt in it, they're not gonna come. But didn't they with something love from the heart? It ain't nothing that can. I mean, you can think of his favorite show, anything. They was hear me. People was hear me throughout anytime when I'm up here live. Y'all, I got to put this here on a podcast anyway. And the one I did yesterday. Anything did affect with like y'all would hear me say this here name JR. I would say, oh yeah, JR. Yeah, that's who I was married to. And all of you, I would say it all the time. I even have breakdown moment. And this damn girl, I lost myself. I lost myself. When he died, a part of me died with him. But but I can understand into your words and what they wrote down here. Honey, nobody cannot write down on the speech the love, the way how you feel in your heart about somebody. And what you don't love when you left, part of me left with me, if it not all. I don't know this here. I would say I don't know this here, Erika. I don't know this here, lady. Even this lady don't know this lady. Something like that I would have said. I got to find her. How long would it take? That's how long would it take? I don't know. But this shit here, she has something to do. And take a look at that man. You ain't dicking that man, girl. It gonna come out. And you watch Scooters, it gonna come out soon, very soon. She got ties to that man right there. The one that's over there in Israel that said, no. Yes, she was talking to him on the damn back end. Because remember now, if his business worked that got into Erika's hand, the shit would have been on. It would have been, if he was made up. She would have been on made the decision of showing up. They were two people with strong personality. He was a very speaker and basically would say any kind of condescending thing out his mouth, and she had a very bad nasty ass attitude, as a bigoted attitude that she missed it shit and I run this here. So in order how to do, you got to get rid of Charlie. Got to get rid of him. But you cannot do it from proper cause. If it's a divorce, why are you getting a divorce? I never know that the marriage was having a problem. You looked so happy. It was too many questions to be asked with a answer. But if you say that he dead, it's all out and over. It's nothing else to be said. He dead. He got killed right in front of everybody. Something just ain't right. And I'm gonna stay on her ass. I said I'm gonna stay on Diddy's ass until I got tired of his ass. And ain't nothing that I told y'all we did, it didn't came to pass. Did a favor with this little heifer here. This little heifer right here. This little damn golden lot looking damn heifer right here. I'm gonna tell you once and I'm gonna tell y'all damn again. This girl played some kind of, she didn't do it, she didn't know what to do, but she did was communicating to the other party about Charlie every damn move. Who wants to sit there in the hot sun? Well, they couldn't have no air conditioning outside. So let's say that she was out there sucking up the fresh air. Right there with her two kids. And they see their father. That happened to daddy. What the hell did you tell him? He going on to see Jesus? Jesus called him home up in the big heaven in the sky. Really? The kids did not go to the funeral. And I do respect that. The kids don't need to go to that. No. Let them remember what I told them. Daddy is going home to glory, going home. No, they don't need to be around there. No question. Why daddy laying like that? Is daddy gonna come home? Yeah, something I think so kids should stay from. And the reason why that I would agree to her for not letting the kids go to the funeral, because that my kids, first time my kids ever been to a funeral is when their father died. I didn't bring that on my kids because I always taught kids to have bad dreams. So yeah, I don't have nothing to stay identified with. And I'm gonna put that on my community wall too. to do a poll on that. No, I wouldn't. I don't. I think that she did the right thing. I feel because I would have did the same thing with those kids being that little. No, 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 no. And they keep calling daddy name, but no. And I agree with her not letting the kids go. But dealing fact with his parent, no. She put them off the guest list. No, they're not invited. Candy was not invited. Y'all, this story is unfolding. X is where it's at. And when you go over there, make sure y'all look for me in Dolan Milton 3 over there on X. I be into the comments with everybody else. See, because that, guess what? X and the people that I'm around, they talk about things basically like I want to hear exciting things, not things that repeating as a play. It's just that it's a totally different. If y'all have not, please subscribe over to X. Also, too, when you're over to X, subscribe to me. And everybody's over there. Kanye West, everybody is over there. When last week when Cardi B and I forgot what her name. Cardi B and the other girl, I forgot about what was that? Nikki. They was over there fighting it out over there on X. And more about dealing back with this X, like when I was playing with my phone right here, just 40 minutes ago, something else dropped on X. I'm just letting you know, little girl. I hope you got your shit together. Because, baby, they coming for you. They coming for you. You did not do it. You probably ain't know the plan, but you told them everything what Charlie is doing next. That's why a week before his assassination, he was on a lot of stress, a whole lot of stuff. He couldn't sleep. He even told Candy that he couldn't sleep. All this is that he gonna be fighting and it's having a lot of problem with Erika, and then he told Candy then he told him and Candy was texting. And Candy put it all out. Put it all out. Him and her conversation. Candy didn't go to none of the kids' birthday party, anything, because did in fact with their wife. But somebody don't like you, if somebody see things to you, you got to believe them. You got to believe them. And I think for a couple of y'all that's here with me, the video that I just played and that we watched together didn't have no idea she was dealing back with that Miss America mess. But anyway, hey, you got it. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to basically end this video because I got to do some work on it, and I got to go over there to X and see, and if I can, I'm going to come back, but I'm going to see what have broke a few minutes ago. So those that like my video, please thumb up my video, please subscribe and share me out. I'm on Dolan Milton 3, but also too, they got me at Dolan Milton 2605. Anyway, you guys, that is me, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming over.